But no, what's next up is an exciting movie, a much anticipated movie.
Yeah.
The one and only Scorsese, the movie that we just barely got into. Literally, after us, the line was closed off, and we had to not sneak in. We were ushered in and had seats completely like in a different place from each other. We couldn't sit next to each other because it was already full. The 3.5 hour long epic about the murders in the Osage village.
Let me read the log line. When oil is discovered in 1920s Oklahoma under Osage Nation land, the Osage people are murdered one by one until the FBI steps in to unravel the mystery. Mr. Martin Scorsese.
Yes, he's back.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it sets it up in a way that like until the FBI they come in and do actually something. It just kind of they come in way too late, I guess, to do anything.
Yeah.
But this is based on a non-fiction novel. I read that one. It's way more focused on some other characters in this. I thought that like Jesse Plemons, who plays the FBI agent, is gonna be in it for way more. He was in it way less than I expected.
Well, all of the cameo characters that we know that were going to be in the film, Jesse Plemons.
He's less a cameo. He's not a cameo. I wouldn't say.
Well, we knew he was in the film.
He was supporting character.
But like Jesse Plemons, Brendan Fraser, they all kind of pop up.
I forgot
at the
that
end of the film.
Fraser was in it.
So did I.
And I hated the scene. I thought
I
thought it was really bad. There was something with the sound mixing as well. The whole movie was like really quiet at times. Did you notice that as well?
It's because back in 1920 everything was quiet.
No, there's actually a technical thing that like in recent times, the last like 10 years, film studios have been over mixing their stuff.
Yep.
And maybe because Scorsese is so old school, he didn't do that, and it's like they've adjusted to it. It's a really technical, boring thing, but I don't think that happened here. It's just like
nerd.
We kind of mix, but this might be like the most anticipated film of the festival. People want to hear if this movie's gonna go the long way to the festivals. Does it carry that like type of art house quality that unites the more casual film lovers? Are gonna say, okay, I'm gonna sit down over the next 3 nights and watch like in 100-minute pieces all of this. Really, no, that's not in 100-minute pieces. Would be over 2 nights. That would be a really long movie though. It's about as long as The Irishman.
Did you watch The Irishman in parts?
I didn't. I watched.
There was a structure that I got told about where you can watch
start
the Irish.
At the end.
No, you start at like different. You start and stop at different points, and you can watch it over like a couple nights.
Right. It's like
yeah.
It's like the memento cut. I think
this could do the same thing.
I think it can. Do you think this movie is like too long or not?
I think out of the long films, I don't think it's the film that's too long.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's plenty of films that we've seen that are too long. But as a film, no.
No.
I feel like there's stuff that you could cut out.
Yeah, but it flows well the entire time. Right?
There's different elements they keep bringing up. There's different little stories. Mm-hmm. It's Scorsese. It is structured really well.
Yeah.
And it's the only film I haven't written a review for yet.
Yeah, I've been holding it off.
And Anatomy. I don't think I've done Anatomy yet.
Well, yeah,
we've only just gotten out of that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I've actually already started writing, and I think I'm actually already finished with Anatomy. I've pretty much finished it. But the thing is, I can't get my head around this film.
Yeah.
It's
So we're both not sure if we actually might be a bit lower on it than we initially expected.
I don't think it's that. I don't think I'm lower. Right. There's a lot to this film.
Yeah. But then also there's not, because it's like in a way it's quite simple.
It's a Scorsese film. It's fairly simple.
It's fairly simple in like what the character want, what they set out to do. It's a rise and fall. Essentially that. And I think the initial story is not really that, but it can really naturally be morphed into that by shifting the perspective to someone else. Hint, the leads in this film that are most prominently featured, right? And I think they are giving a shit ton to do. So much to do. I think DiCaprio sometimes overdoes it a bit. I wasn't loving his performance. For jokes?
He definitely goes over the top sometimes for jokes.
What do you mean for jokes?
He goes a bit too hard into the accent.
Yeah.
For
Also,
for
DeNiro
humor.
wasn't 100% always on the accent. I noticed he was like,
It's DeNiro. He never is 100% on the accent.
but it's DeNiro, so it's okay.
It's okay.
So it's Oscar worthy.
It's Oscar.
But his overall presence is amazing. I
Yeah.
just don't think that like the accent stuff was that great. Yeah, Jesse Plemons is not given like much at all to really do anything with his characters.
Nope.
He could be played by literally anyone else. It
Anybody
really doesn't matter. So that was a bit of a letdown. And Brendan Fraser, he shouts. So that's big.
It does, doesn't he? He has 4 lines of dialogue in the film.
It's all shouting.
And that's all
It's
shouting.
all shouting. And Lily Gladstone is the complete antithesis to that. She only whispers the
Yeah.
entire film. Some people have been really loving it. I think I didn't really get much from her performance, and having like listened to the novel, I feel like she was a way bigger presence in that. So I was expecting a bit more from her, and she just felt like a housewife that like does something in the background, but we never get to explore that because it's not on her perspective, right? The focus is not on her. So that's all right for the story he sets out to tell, but it didn't give me much on her side for the performance though. I was like thinking a lot of the times I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why is she sticking by him? Why is she doing stuff? And yeah, I feel like the filmmaking though, as you'd expect from Scorsese, is top notch.
Shocker.
Yeah. What else you gotta? You still like? He doesn't want to say anything because he hasn't written a review yet. So it's like, I don't know.
I'm still collecting my thoughts. That's the thing. I'm just trying to see where this is filmed because Wiley said that it was filmed in my state, which is Oklahoma. Funny that it's set in Oklahoma. I could have fucking guessed that.
Yeah, it says in Oklahoma. Wait.
Yeah, I know. But in the chat, look, this movie was filmed in my home state, and I
Ah.
was like, oh, okay, maybe it wasn't filmed in Oklahoma. It was filmed in a different state.
No,
Nope, it's fucking
Nope.
filmed in Oklahoma.
it's
Apparently,
Oklahoma.
at
Is
least
it? I don't know.
at least IMDb saying it's Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. But if IMDb says
Which would
it.
make sense. Martin Scorsese would kind of do
Yeah,
that.
it also costs $200 million.
It's a lot
$200
of fucking
million
money. A lot of oh my god. Okay. Just so everybody knows, when you go to these festivals, people applaud like film studios.
Yeah.
But during the Apple TV logo,
No one clapped.
someone clapped and someone booed even louder.
Yeah, I was like,
There was an audible
and someone said like,
boo.
"Come on, they made the movie."
Yeah, they're like, come on, they
He
made that
sounded
movie.
Like, he sounded like Goofy.
It was so
yeah.
funny. Instead of clapping, I'm not one of these people who claps during the.
Yeah.
Oh! When A24 came up for the first time, I kind of clapped.
Well, we
I
do
was
it
like,
ironically.
Yeah.
We do it ironically sometimes. We did it last night at like a really late screening for May December, which we're actually about to get to. But I've gave Killers of the Flower Moon a 4 out of 5.
I also gave it a 4 out of 5.
It's a totally good, passable, great, probably Oscar nominated. Gonna be Scorsese film.
Do you reckon it'll be Oscar nominated?
Yes, I think it's gonna be in Best Picture, and I think it probably will be in something else that I have not decided yet.
I think it'll be nominated.
DiCaprio will be
It won't
nominated
win.
as well. There's going to be a campaign for Lady Gladstone. I just don't really see it.
There's no.
I don't see that at all. But I feel like DiCaprio does like a lot of like
Lily's the only one that I can
capital A acting. Even if it's not really, it made the character a bit like less believable, and I would have loved for him to be a bit more grounded. But he essentially is so dead ridden on becoming a protagonist, even set a goal like against all stakes, where I would have loved him to be a bit more like, I guess, not that. I can't. It's so close to spoilers, so I'm not gonna do that.